Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of TTT. Today I got with me the man, the myth, the legend himself. Go ahead and introduce yourself for us today.
Johan with Springood.
All right, and where are you from?
Like originally?
Yeah, just
Louisiana.
Louisiana?
Yeah.
What about you out this way?
School.
School?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if you can for us, describe life for you growing up.
Life for me growing up. Oh wow, that's a whole thing. I don't know, life growing up, you know. That's an interesting question.
Right, I just want people to know more about you. You feel me?
Life growing up was pretty wild. 12 years old, started getting into a lot of crazy things. I don't know. Went to a bunch of raves at 12 years old.
Oh man, at 12?
Yeah.
In Louisiana?
Yeah, New Orleans.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, I wouldn't be here if not. I think everything in life's worth it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just in a very conservative family. Wasn't allowed to listen to a lot of music.
Got you. Religious?
Very religious.
Got you. What kind?
Pentecostal.
Same. I know exactly what you're going through.
Crazy.
Yeah, I went through the same thing. So
now I worship Satan, so it's fine.
All right. So who is or was the most influential person in your life and why?
Like for music?
Just in general. Like the person that like maybe mentored you or is like, okay, I can listen to them and they can actually teach me something, just in general.
Man, I don't even know about that either. You know, I'm a dad. You know, that's important to me. I have kids.
Yeah.
You know, I think my dad was a good dad. I think my parents are pretty, you know, not in the music industry. The music industry, I just made this shit on my own.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
No
influence on that. You
just me.
Gotcha.
Literally. Like now that I'm thinking about it, like, yeah, literally just me. No, I moved to Springfield. There was nothing I wanted to do, so I just did it. That's really what happened.
You just pushed your own path.
Yeah, like actually.
That takes a lot of resolve.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess that might answer my next question, because I was going to ask you what pushed or motivated you to become everything that you are today.
So I lived in Louisiana. You know, that was like the 504 boy era, Cash Money era. You're talking, you know, that world. And I moved here and there was none of that shit here. Like there was nothing
at all.
Literally at all.
Nah, I'm already knowing.
And I mean, I moved here a long time ago. I've been doing this for 23 years. So yeah, we just started slow, man, real slow, and you know, started introducing people to different stuff here and bringing people from Louisiana and New Orleans and people connections that I had here. And yeah, and it just became this, really.
Gotcha. So okay, real quick, so everybody else knows, tell them about your business and what it is that you do.
Yeah. So I you know, I run Springood. You know, we have a team of us that runs Springood, and we just do cool shit in Springfield, and other places too now. So, but it's called Springgood because it's everything good. It's not a certain genre. You know me through the rap world, but there's been so much other stuff besides that. Right,
and I've been in your other shows.
Yeah, you have been.
Yeah, that was crazy. It's a whole vibe.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing. You know? Yeah, we just do just all things that are good in Springfield, really, like just music. You know, that's really, you know, from country to metal, everything in between.
Got you. All right, so and you said you've been in this business for 23 years. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I got you. All right, now this is kind of where I want you to pop your shit.
Yeah,
so tell us how you feel you've impacted and influenced the entertainment scene here and around the surrounding areas.
Yeah, I don't think it's just me. I think it's a lot of other people. I think it's you know, I can't do it by myself. It's just never a thing that anyone is like, oh yeah, I did this, oh I did that. And there's like a lot of people that help you get to where you're at.
Right.
It's not like, oh yeah, I'm like the number one, I'm the greatest. Nah, man. You know, people got Jordan to where he's at.
Yeah.
People got all these people to where they're at. It's not just one person. And so I think the team, I think the community, I think the locals that support what we doing. I think it's all of us that got us to where we're at. And I forgot the question.
Oh no. Basically, how do you feel like you made an impact on the entertainment scene?
I think we made an
Gotcha.
impact. There's no I in team. Haha, what's up?
I like how
But
you
for
did
real
that. Yeah.
though, that's a real thing.
Yeah,
Like,
for
there's
sure.
there's a team. There's a full team. We got a whole team on this shit, you know. And I think we make a huge impact. I think there's a lot of people that wouldn't even be alive if it wouldn't be for the team. Like truly, I think music is therapy. I think music is therapeutic. I think there's a lot of these artists that wouldn't even started making music if we wouldn't have been doing our thing.
You right. You right. I give you that.
Shit.
I give you that. Yeah.
I think that, and a lot of people don't even think about that shit, but that's like a real thing.
Yeah.
You know, like people like committing suicide because they can't find a place to fit in. People just, you know, overdosing on drugs and they can't fit in, and we supply that place for you to fit in.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Really, that's what we are.
And I notice whenever you have performers, you have different types of people to perform, and it's not all the same thing. It's different. It's a mixture.
Every single show is a different vibe, and that is what we do it for. Like literally, is the people shaking their head like, "Wow, yeah, this is cool." And I honestly think that music is therapy, and I think that we might, you know, I think that's a really strong thing to do. You know, I think that's what's going on.
I got you. Okay. All right, so how many shows, just off the top of your head, you ain't even got to give it an exact number, how many shows do you think you've done so far?
Dude, thousands, over 5,000 shows.
Over 5,000 shows?
Easy.
Oh, for
like,
sure,
literally
for
easy.
sure. That's why I said the man, the myth, the legend. People need to know.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows, man. Shit, especially the last 5 years, man. It's been crazy. Over thousands. For sure. I mean, I couldn't tell you, man. God, I started thinking about it. I don't even know, man. I honestly have no clue.
That's good though. That business is good. All right, but if you can you name some of or all of the biggest names that you booked and brought out?
Oh yeah, man. We did 21 Savage before he was big. We did Kevin Gates before he was big. We did Lil Yachty before he was big. I'm trying to think of, we did the last DMX tour, the 20th anniversary tour before he died. I mean, bro, I don't know, man. It's just so many different artists that we brought. I'm trying to think of who else. I don't even know, man. There's just so many of these.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I myself already know. Like I don't know how many exactly, but I know what you've done because of everything I've seen. I myself already gave you the gatekeeper card.
Man, we just, you know, I ain't trying to gatekeep, and we're just trying to do cool shit and do it right, and build vibes and build community and build.
Got you.
You know, now, you know, we did all that with the 400 cap room. You know. Now we have a way bigger room, and like, you know, it's a lot. It's different now. It's different than it's ever been, for sure.
All right. So real quick then, can you tell us your favorite memory or a time you've had that stood out to you the most since you entered this business?
I mean, I had a prayer circle with DMX, which is absolutely
that's crazy,
insane.
Yeah.
We did it was one of his last ones because we were like one of the last stops on the tour, and he would do a prayer circle every single time before he went on, and that's different. I was fortunate to be in that prayer circle. It was really cool. It was absolutely crazy. He sounds exactly like his album when he talks. So you can imagine. I mean, you heard his music, and every album he has a prayer on it. It was that.
Oh, he does? I never noticed that. That's crazy.
I lived it. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Okay. So he was. Yeah, and I get that. I guess he was one of those people that it's more than what he actually puts out. Yeah. Got you. All right. Can you tell us a crazy memory of a time you've had since entering this business? Just the craziest, like, bro, what the fuck type shit, you know?
I mean, there's a lot of shit that I'd rather not talk about. Like, really.
Something crazy and good then.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, just a recent memory. I mean, there's so many of them, but a recent memory was like probably 4 years ago. We had Waka Flocka here at the Outland Ballroom, and it was like a 400 cap room, and he and it was sold out. The room was so hot that the paint on the walls started dripping off.
That's insane.
And people were standing against the walls, and all their backs was full of paint. So there's still to this day, there's like 3 or 4 different backs at the Outland Ballroom wall. That was insane.
Yeah,
that was pretty wild.
That for it to be
that hot. He came up to me. He's like, bro. He's like, what are you doing to these people? I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, bro, it is way too hot out there. I was like, bro, we don't have AC. I don't know what to tell you. It's the Outland Ballroom, bro. I've been fighting this for a long time. R.I.P. Outland Ballroom.
Man. All right. You said you were married, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
How long you been married?
15 years.
15 years. Okay. With that being said, then, can you tell us, how do you balance out being married and being in this business at the same time?
You just gotta find a really cool person that understands it. We've been together for 15 years, so she's seen all of it. She's been in. I was just talking to her the other day. I was like, you have a lot to do with a lot of this stuff. You let me do what I need to do. I was like, it's, you helped. There was times like in the beginning when I was in school and I didn't have a lot of money, and she would pull out of her pocket to pay the bands. So you gotta have a rider like that,
Yeah.
And you can't have someone that's jealous. If you have someone that's jealous, bro, you get out of it. If you're in the industry, even an artist, if you have a jealous girl and you're an artist, that's just never gonna work. If you're a promoter, it's even worse because you see a lot more people.
I get that.
So yeah, if you're an artist and you have a chick that has jealousy problems, like, get out.
Find the right one that is patient.
Yeah, find the right one that's cool, that gets it, understands what's going on,
Got you.
Trust, important.
Okay, while we're on that topic then, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit here for a second.
Yeah, do whatever.
Describe your support system. Who are some people who have been there every step of the way for you while on this journey, and what have they done for you as far as the music stuff goes?
I mean, I would say, like, the whole journey.
Just some people that stand out, just off the top.
I mean, I think Jimmy, the old owner of the Outland Ballroom, Jimmy, not Kooks. I think Matt Netzer, which is the old owner of the Outland, definitely kind of showed me, whenever I was, fucking, I don't know, 22, 23, 4, something like that, how to, like, really do it, how to, like, make offers and, like, all that stuff to write.
So he kind of showed you how to, like,
showed me a little bit of, like, how they do it, because they've been doing it, because they did the juke joint and did that stuff. They kind of, like, show me the basics of it, and then I ran with it, really.
Got you.
So yeah, those guys, and I have my lady, she's there,
Okay. And then are there any people that have had a major contribution?
Yeah, I think like Rich Goodwin, he's been doing it for a long time as well. And he worked for Win Productions, and Win Productions went away, and then we combined forces. But he had done a bunch of Strange Music, Tech 9, and a bunch of stuff for a long time. But that was their lane. They stayed in that lane, and so that other rap was not being brought out. And so we teamed up, man. He's my partner when it comes to the rap shows and hip hop. And yeah, man, he does a lot, man. He helps. Before, I would have to do everything. I'd have to organize the locals and tickets and all that stuff. Now he does all that, and that saves me a lot of time and a lot of worry. And
I get
know
that.
It's good.
Yeah, helps you take off a lot of load that was on you and pressure.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, are there any artists that would kind of fit that same contribution effort, like with their work ethic, or any promoters that you feel like might have that same work ethic to help just contribute to everything? Like just throughout the course of time since you started.
I mean, I have a buddy in Arkansas, Jason Sterling. He does a lot of stuff in Arkansas, and he's the homie. He's level-headed like me. You know, I just don't really like trust a whole lot of people.
Got you.
And so I just kind of just do my own thing. I always have. It's just been doing my own thing. I
noticed that. I noticed
stay
that.
in my own lane. People talk a lot of shit, and that's cool. But you won't see me doing that. I just stay in my own lane.
Right.
And I know exactly where I'm at. I know what's good.
And it's been working.
And here we are, man. I'm about to fucking blow this town apart. Literally, bro.
All right. So, what are some things that you see or hear in your line of work that might upset you that you feel should be corrected? It don't even got to be nothing, personal.
I think it's specifically in the rap world, like in the urban community. I think there was, I don't know who did it, but there was a promoter that wanted to make some money and hustle people in probably the 90s, if I had to guess. I don't know. I should probably do research. Whoever decided that it would be a good idea for the promoter to make the artist pay to play. I think that's the stupidest shit ever.
Yeah.
It's like going to an artist and be like, yo, you gotta pay me to display your art. It's not a thing. And I think that's a bad look for so many people do it. So many people do it all over the country. So many promoters make people pay money to play a show.
That's crazy because
it's insane.
Outside of
There's
interviews,
that do it.
You're the only person that said that. I mean, I get where you're coming from exactly, but like that right there, that's deep.
It's true. It's just like I think it's just one of those things that's like, it was a thing that happened somewhere, and it just, who started it, I don't know. I have no clue. My guess is a shady promoter, is what I guess. And it just, and it's the only genre is rap that people do this.
Yeah.
Completely, I'm telling you. No bands pay to play. No DJs pay to play. None. It's an urban. It's a crazy. I don't know who did it. It might have been. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea who did it. But I think it's the stupidest shit ever, and I wish that it would go away.
Yeah, I get that.
I also think merch cuts is absolutely ridiculous. I think
merch cuts. Oh, I get you.
And there's a lot of people that do that too.
I get you.
15-20% of the merch, when a lot of times this is how these bands are actually surviving, is merch. We don't take the artists don't take bar sales, so why should we take merch?
You're right. Right.
That's two things that I really
go ahead. You on the road? You thinking about stuff I ain't even thought about?
That's two things that I really I don't like, that I wish changed. The pay to play is just, I think it's stupid. I think it discourages a lot of people. I think, they're like, this is art, like this is my art,
Right.
And I think, I just think that's dumb.
All right, so how do you,
what should you do? I think what you could do, you could give the artist tickets.
Gotcha.
And have them sell their tickets.
Gotcha.
If they don't sell tickets, then they don't play another show. And so
that's simple.
That's it.
Yep.
We don't give them a guarantee.
That is fair.
They don't hit it. They don't play another show.
Rather than paying.
That way what they're worth.
Got you. Okay.
Give them an option. If they want to pay for it, that's on them. But give them an option not to have to do that.
Got you. All right, then. What would you say? I guess you already said that, because my next one would have been, what would you say to artists who wish to be a part of the shows that you put on?
Oh yeah, I mean there's a.
I guess how do they go about even starting out to?
So we do an open open showcase that we get like 15 to 20, 30 people. It just depends on a show. And then me and Rich and one other person, we sit on stage and just watch these locals, the whole set.
Got you.
Sit down and watch them. We give them tickets, we give them a percentage of the tickets, and we watch how many they sell, how their performance is, how their crowd interaction is. And like for real, NLE Choppa, there was 2 of those that won the first open mic.
Yeah,
got to play with NLE Choppa. So it's a new thing that we started doing because I got tired of a million DMs saying, "Hey, when can I have a chance to play? I'm really good."
Yeah.
I think
so. It's a showcase for them to show what they can do. So they can be on that.
Show me showcase.
Got you. All right. When's the next one?
I don't know. We need to do it. I mean, we just did one not too long ago. And I think we have a lot of shows, and so we find where to put these artists that'll fit in there and like that kind of stuff.
Okay. All right. We'll tell you. Is there possibly for whenever the next one comes out? Is there possibly an email that you could give everybody to say, "Hey, I'm trying to be a part of the showcase"?
They can hit me up. They can hit Rich up on Facebook if you add Rich Goodwin.
Okay.
Or you could email me. God, I don't know if I want to give my email. I have a lot of emails.
Nah, you good. You good.
They can find me on Facebook or Instagram, Jay Collins.
Okay.
Or Springgood. Springgood Instagram. Springgood Official.
Okay, so just so everybody knows, if you want to get a chance to be on
or the show, Tay will lock you in.
Yeah, I'll lock you in.
Hit Tay up. Tay can be the middle guy. That's fine. Just hit Tay up.
If you want to get in on the biggest shows,
hit Tay.
Hit us up, and then get on the showcase, and then see what you can do, and then go from there, right?
Yeah, for real.
Got you. All right. Do you feel like there needs to be any kind of improvement on the entertainment scene around the areas?
Man, I really think that we're on the right path.
I do too. Like the way everything's been going.
Crazy. Like I think we have a full team. We have marketing. We have. Just everything. The artists that are opening. We have like the DJ, just everything. Everything is just like really on point, more than it's ever been. And I think that now it's really the time to take off.
Got you. All right. So do you feel like, I'm not saying this area out here, but just the ones I'd probably say 2 hours away, 3 or 4 hours away, St. Louis to Bentonville or Little Rock or Kansas City. Do you feel there is any other individuals that are like you that you would like to acknowledge?
I don't even know.
Got you.
I still stay in my own lane.
Got you.
Like Spider, shout out to Spider in Arkansas. When I do a show in Arkansas, I team up with Spider. He's the homie. I don't know, man. I just really, honestly, just stay in my own lane.
Got you.
And when I say that, I mean, it's no disrespect.
No, yeah, for sure.
Even
you just do what you do and just keep it pushing.
Yeah, you just have to stay in your own lane, man. I think stay in your own lane, bro. You'd be a lot better that way.
All right. Are there any valuable life lessons that you feel you've learned since you entered this industry or business?
Valuable life lesson.
Like the one that just sticks out to you the most.
Yeah, I think there is. Actually, I think there is a life lesson. I think if you stick to your word and really understand that word is bond, and actually don't just say that like word. If you stick to your word and you do what you say, everything else will fall into place. I think that's important. I think there's people that I work with now that I worked with 20 years ago that I couldn't do some shit that I do now if I would have burned a bridge with them.
Right.
And that's because no matter what, if I told them I was to do something, I did it. I think you stick to your word, and I think that's really important. I think that's a super important lesson. Trusting and being trustworthy, and for any artist that is like, or for any people that's trying to be a promoter, or in different towns or different areas, I know that if you stick to your word and you do exactly what you say and you pay your guarantees and you don't try to screw anyone over, because everybody's connected.
Right.
Like everybody knows
everybody.
Literally 3 days ago or 4 days ago, I talked to Eminem's booking agent. Like everybody's connected. Like everybody's just all connected in one. Like, and so like, if I would fuck somebody over like that, they can blacklist me and no one will book shows with me.
Oh damn.
And so you have to think of it like that. You can't just think, oh, that's just an artist. No, that artist has at least 1 or 2 connections that you don't have that can fuck you up.
Okay.
And so it's important as a promoter to think that way. Even if it's like, even if you do a show and it was supposed to be a sellout show and there was only like 20, 30 people there, pay the artist. Because if you don't, then your name is done. And that's what happens to all these promoters. They're not, that goes with being a man of your word. If you're going to say you're going to pay something, you need to pay it. If you're going to say you're going to do something, you need to do it. And yeah, that's a valuable lesson in life in general.
Yeah, in general.
Not just the
that does go
industry,
far.
Not just the music industry. And I learned that firsthand because I've always been that way. So I've never I never really screwed over anyone. I've always been about my word. Word is key, man. If you don't have that, you're absolutely nothing, I feel.
Yeah, I agree. You're right. After everything is said and done, and you've gotten where you want to get and be in life, what is your vision of peace? What would life be like for you?
Peace?
Peace. When you just like, okay, I'm satisfied.
I don't think ever. I don't think I'll ever be satisfied. I really don't think I'll ever be. I think I'll always want to be doing something cooler.
I get that.
So like, yeah, being satisfied is stagnant, and I'm like, that's not me.
All right, so what's your what's your like ultimate goal then towards the end of it all then?
My ultimate goal?
Yeah, like where do you envision?
I want to own Springfield.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
No, man, I want it like, no, for real. That sounds crazy, but I want my team to own Springfield. I want us to own the country market. I want us to own the rock market. I want us to own the hip hop market. I want us to own the EDM market. I want us to own every single different genre you could possibly think of. I want people to be like, yo, Springfield got that. That's the goal. And once we do Springfield, I'm good. I don't need to go anywhere else.
Okay.
I'm good. Springfield is where I started. I don't need to go into my homies' markets and try to take. That's where you fuck up at. You're like, oh yeah, I'm doing a show in St. Louis. Oh, I'm gonna do this show in Kansas City, and you have people that do shows there, and then you're just cutting them out. And it's like, the only reason why I do Fayetteville is because Spider and Jason and Tyler. It's the only reason why I do shows there, because I know them really well, and they're like, yeah, we don't do shit like that here. You know, we got an in at George's, and no one has an in at George's with the rap industry, so we're gonna start doing rap shows at George's, and that's cool. It's never been a thing, maybe once or twice. So NLE Choppa is, what's the date on that? What? September 8th.
Yeah, September 8th, NLE Choppa
at George's, intimate setting, 700 people
in Fayetteville.
Yeah,
right?
that shit's gonna sell out.
Okay, bet that. So y'all know. All right, outside of that, is there any other projects or events that you got coming up that you maybe want to let everybody know about?
I mean, we got a lot of shit, man. We got a ton of shit. A lot of them are not announced yet. But we got some like smaller ones. We got not smaller, but we got Trade of Truth coming, which is Houston legend. We got Jack Quees, which is gonna be a different type of show for Springfield.
Yeah. And y'all got OMB Peasy too,
OMB
right?
Peasy, hard, love that guy, super dope. Afroman, that's whatever. Everybody does that show. But it sells out. So yeah, we got a ton of shit, man. There's a lot of movement, a lot of motion, a lot of shit. You know, when school comes back, it's, you know, we did the Mexican OT and NLE Choppa, and that was when school was out.
So can you give me one for when school starts?
When school comes in, bro, it's over. I might just do NLE Choppa just because Saturday is open before the 7th. We might just do them in Springfield just because college is back.
Yeah. I think college starts back up on August 22nd or 21st or something like that. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing all this shit without college.
Yeah, that's the crazy part too, especially.
And these artists are like college artists.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to all the locals, man. All the locals are really pushing it hard, putting it out there, man. Selling their tickets. We got some of the like.
Can you drop some names real quick, just off top?
God, bro, you can make me do that. Like, there's so many of them, man. Yeah, like,
Are you
I
good?
don't want to name one. I name one. I have to name one.
Got you.
Like, you know, like.
Nah, I get it.
I'll have to sit. I mean, I have to pull up my phone and like see which one. I mean, there's a ton of them, bro. Just look them up.
All right, is there anything else that you want to say to the people, or any advice that you might possibly want to give, or maybe anybody that you want to thank?
Just pull up to thank you, Springfield. Thank you, the people that understand the motion. People like you that are, you know, doing cool shit like this for people to see.
Thank you.
Thank you for just the people that got it. You know, we've been doing this shit for a long time, man. Like, really, like long time, man. And it's finally really starting to happen, and really stoked about it. To see, you know, what's to come and what's gonna happen when school comes back. And yeah, that's kind of what we got going on, man. Springgood, you know, go to Springgood official Instagram. Go to Springgood Facebook. Yeah, you can find us, man. I mean, I think that's about it.
All right.
Unless you got something else, I don't know.
Nah. That's everything, man. Thank you so much for giving me some of your time, bro.
Yeah, word, man. Thank you guys, man, and be safe out there. I think maybe one more thing is touching on, because we're talking a lot of rap shit. So like, touching on like the rap shit. I think understanding, this is kind of important, actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think understanding violence and understanding like not fighting against yourselves. I think that's important. I think that's an important lesson that we really need to, like, you know, there's so many artists that are just dying that are incredible, that because they had a stupid ass beef, like the dumbest beef. Like, there's shit in town, there's shit in Springfield that half of you guys don't even know about, that people are just dropping off because of a rap beef. Literally, I'm not even kidding. Like, there's artists that I can't even book on the same stage as people because of fucking rap beefs. Like, get over that and understand your art and understand what it is, and take your art as serious as you take that beef. And I promise you, if you put that energy that you're putting on, like, oh, I got these guns, I'm gonna shoot my ops,
because I'm productive.
If you take that and switch it, I sound like an old man.
Nah, you good, but you right though.
I sound like an old man, but you know what? I watched it and I've seen it. I've seen people die. I've seen people die on it, like, really. And if you take that energy and you swap it out and you put that towards your artistry, I think you would go a lot further. And you know, like, dude, I mean, you know, fucking Dolph. Like,
yeah,
prime example. So many. Vaughn. Like, look at these dudes that made it big that now they're not here anymore. I'm talking to the young artists. I'm not talking to the big artists.
Yeah, and
you know, got Pop Smoke. Like, Fulio, that's the newest one. That guy's crazy. That guy really pushed it to the next level. Yeah, that was insane. Yeah, like, but that kind of shit, like, people shouldn't look up to that and be like, oh yeah, that's so cool. No, bro, they're dead. They're literally dead. All those people that I named are all dead, and they should all be like stars.
Right.
But most of them had kids. Most of them had families. And I don't want to sound like the fucking old grandpa of this boat, but this is a real fucking thing. Like, yeah. I've had people bring guns, like ARs with the silencer in my venue, and I had to kick them out. Like, this is a real thing. This is not like a small thing. And I think that violence is, you know, what you sing about in your song, and I get you trying to be what you're trying to do, right, and that's fine. But man, like, find a different route, man. Find a different route, because you won't be here. You won't be here, like, for real though, and just like all those other guys aren't. So I think learning how to channel your hate, yeah, maybe that's a better way to do that. You know, channel your hate, like, because there's a lot of times when I'm finding out, I'm not gonna say any names, but a lot of times when I'm finding out, it's like a rapper in the industry that like really like is like making movements and motion, and these other guys are like start capping on them just because they're trying to get their clout, and then it becomes like a serious thing. And I think find a different route, man. I think, you know, find a different route. That's all.
That's very powerful.
R.I.P. to all the people that died, and I won't see this because they had ops and they thought it'd be funny to like rap about them and like pull up on them. Like, R.I.P. to all those people, man. Like, life's too short, man. For real, live it.
Sometimes I lay on the ground and wonder how I got here. How to get this good? How do I never miss? And the answer always comes back to putting in the work. You gotta dribble, you gotta want it, you gotta hunger, you gotta, when everyone else is sleeping, you gotta work for it, you gotta whip that hair, you gotta back it up, you gotta do what you have to do to survive, to be the best in your craft. You gotta shake it, you gotta bake it, you need to switch it, never miss, always follow, dude. Always follow.